Since this generation of the Toyota 86 first came out for the 2021 model year, I've been intrigued. I drove the BRZ and I really liked it, but today I'm outside of Baltimore, Maryland looking at the 2024 Toyota GR86 and I'm bringing you to take a first gander at it. This one in particular, like I said, is a Trueno Edition, and if you know anime or Initial D, you'll recognize that this looks a little bit familiar to the original AE86 that came out in the 80s and that was in Initial D. But this one, being the new 2024, has this black vinyl, matte black vinyl, in an homage to the original, which it's interesting. It's a cool look. It's very cool that they're actually doing pop culture type cars, like Michael said. See, I cite people. But this one has full LED headlights, LED, low beams, high beams, turn signals, and daytime running lights. Has the nice face down here with the GR badge. Down here you can see the Trueno Edition emblem in the bumper. I actually like that they put that right there. But this is a good looking car. It's been an ongoing debate, I know, if this one looks better than the BRZ, or if the BRZ looks better than this. You guys can argue in the comments if you want about that as well. But this is a very nice looking package. As we come along the side, let's see here. This has 18-inch alloy wheels, which you'll see on most of these. This one is a premium model. That's what most Truenos come with. But it's a nice design. Reminds me of the GR Corolla's wheel and the GR Supra's wheel, actually. But you can see the Brembo calipers on the fronts as well. They're actually pretty big. And these wheels are wrapped around Michelin Pilot Sport 4s. Good tires, very good tires. This one, also being a Trueno Edition, has black mirror caps and also this graphic along the bottom side of the car with black door handles. It's a nice looking package. I'm very curious to see these out on the road. Powertrains also stay the same for the GR86 for the 2024 model year. I've been looking at all these hood latches and I keep they're all in different spaces, but powertrain stays the same, but you do have the option between a 6-speed automatic and a 6-speed manual. Yeah! But under the hood of this one and all of them is a 2.4 liter naturally aspirated Boxer 4. Very interesting setup, but it's the same setup that you'll find in the Subaru BRZ. It's platform mate, but in this application it makes 228 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. It's a pretty decent motor, pretty reliable. Actually, no, reliable? We're not going to talk about that, but in terms of servicing it, the oil filter is on top, so that's nice, but very decent, and it's only 2,800 pounds, so those numbers may not seem like a lot to you, but this thing can get to 60 miles an hour in about 6 seconds, so pretty competitive. And of course, as it should be, power only goes to the rear wheels. So the GR86 mainly stays the same for the 2024 model year, with the exception of the addition of a new performance package, which includes SACHS dampers, SACHS. Tell me in the comments how you pronounce that, because I've been trying to figure that out. But it includes better dampers and also Brembo front brake calipers. In the back of the not AE86, the GT86, no, GR6. Oh my. This one, because it's a Trueno Edition, also adds this big duckbill rear spoiler, which looks pretty nice, and it's a gloss black and not a matte black, so it matches the trim that goes along the deck lid and also on the tail lights. But on this one, the tail lights are a full LED setup with an LED brake light and turn signal, but the only negative is that the reverse lights are still incandescents. But at least it's a cheap mod that you can do. You can also see the rear diffuser down here with the dual exhaust tips. Looks nice. This isn't that loud of a car, but these sound pretty decent with some engine mods. But you can also see the Trueno Edition badging over here with the GR86. See, it was right here and I didn't rate it, but the GR86 badge over here. It's a nice looking rear end of the car, and if we open the trunk, I do not remember the trunk figure on the top of my head, but it's a pretty reasonably sized trunk for being such a small car as it is. And you can also raise this. This doesn't have a spare tire, but it looks like you could fit a donut in here, but it has a pump of air, or a pump for air, and a can of Fix-A-Flat, as I always always complain about. So I'm not gonna get in the back seat of this car, but as we get inside the GR86, things are still familiar. All these small cars in here, but it's a nice place to be. I like how Toyota has kind of kept it the same as the original FRS, but they've made it a lot more techy. Of course, if I can find the key, here it is. This is the key for the GR80. Oh my God, it's a Subaru key. That's funny, but that's the key for it. It has push button start. But so let's start it up. Foot on the clutch and the brake, of course. Nice quiet engine. This one doesn't have an exhaust on it, but there's so many aftermarket exhausts. But this one is a nice small cockpit-like interior. I really would love to drive one of these, but this has a half and half well, it's an all digital display, but the left side of it is an actual digital screen, and the right side is some old school looking readout for the fuel and temperature. But as we go to the center, this has, I was about to say Subaru. Well, it is a Subaru head unit, but their newest infotainment system, pretty decent. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's pretty snappy as well. I've not had too much experience with this, but in the times that I have driven these cars, it's actually been pretty pleasant. And of course, a backup camera if you put the car into reverse, with guidance lines that do steer with the wheel, so that's nice. But down below, dual zone climate control, and I love all these toggles down here, very race car like, and I love the setup of the interior. Of course, the 6-speed manual transmission with the nice shift knob on it, which is special for the Trueno. The shifts are very snickety-snick, and the throws are so nice as well. Down here, you can put the car into track mode. That's very interesting. And then there's a traction control off button as well. The front seats are heated, and there's also this little center console here with a USB, well, 2 USB ports and an aux jack with 2 small cup holders that the cups will turn into your armrests. I wanted to talk about the seats now. The seats in these are so supportive. It's a nice 2-tone red with the Alcantara black in the middle. Very supportive seats, very great for back road driving. And in terms of quality in here, well, I can't judge this because this one is a pre-production one, but this car is around $30,000, so I wouldn't be too upset seeing plastic on the dash, but me myself, I'm not that crazy about plastic up here, but it does feel well built and nothing really rattles or feels chintzy, so it's a well built place to be. So if you're looking at getting a GR86 Trueno Edition, Toyota is only making 860 of them. I wonder why, where they get 860 from. But if you're wanting to buy one of these again, I would expect these to drop around this winter, so winter 2023, 2024. But I hope you all enjoyed this quick look at the 2024 Toyota GR86 and the Trueno Edition. Again, it's cool to see Toyota's, kind of mixing in with their heritage and pop culture again. But hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, peeps.